Good day, 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 good day. Where everybody at? Hopefully everybody's having themselves a sensational Saturday. What everybody doing? What you doing out there? Who out there enjoying this four-letter word we call life, having a super Saturday, having yourself a sensational Saturday? You know, I just got finished wrapping up a live on IG. And like I told you right now, folks, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. Why? Because once again, sometimes what we can do, Mark, hey man, how you doing, man? Sometimes we can hold ourselves back, okay? Sometimes we can block our own blessing. You know, what we have to learn how to do, how to get out of our way. Leonard Bell, roll the dice, man. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? How do we learn how to roll the dice? How do we learn how to get out of our own way? How do we stop self-sabotaging ourselves? How? You know what? It's easy. What we have to do is, man, we have to believe in us, man. Big Ant, what's up? We have to believe in us, man. You have to talk into existence. Walter Lee, happy Saturday to you too, man. We have to talk our belief system into existence, man. You know what? Stop selling ourselves short, okay? And that's what we do. A lot of times what we start thinking or whatever, like to me, what I was telling people, you know what? I can't type because I couldn't type. Okay, after I came home from jail, I got a job. I was at UPS, or I was at Johnson Murphy, and I was working, you know, being legit. But what skills did I really have? You know, how can I operate a cash register? How can I place an order on the computer and somebody trying to do a direct, you know what I'm saying, order? And right now, I didn't have the product inside the store, but I wanted to order the product with them. I had to learn, folks. I had to learn to follow a certain system, how to utilize the system in order and to purchase the merchandise these people wanted. When I worked at UPS or whatever, I had to make sure I read and scan and sort the package to the right destination or whatever. The difference is when you're in the sort aisle and you got package coming all day long. So you gotta sit back and think about it. Anybody that ever worked at UPS or whatever, UPS the hub, you know what? It was like a 60,000 per hour hub, meaning that, you know, within an hour, a total of 60,000 package come through the hub. And then you got so many employees on the north side and on the south side. And what they doing is they sorting all these packages that's coming through there. Right now is if it's small package, guess what happened? It go on the top belt. It go to small sort. If it's heavy package, awkward package, or irregular package, anything that's at 75 pounds and overweight or oversized, it go at the bottom belt. So the difference is when you sort these packages, you got to know right now, okay, here it is. This going to Oklahoma. So this going up to the red section. This going to Brooklyn, New York. To this going to the green section. This going to Mobile, Alabama. So this going to the blue section. These are the things that you have to learn and know how to do. So even right now that was from a physical standpoint, but the difference is as you out there, you know, saying sorting package, loading, unloading trailers or whatever, you sitting back thinking about it, man. You know what? I know I'm in shape, but how long can I do this if I want to make this a career? Because after a while, when you're doing physical labor, eventually it's gonna beat down your body. Boom, boom, boom. You know, you're gonna start feeling pain in your shoulder and your arm, you know what I'm saying, your leg and your back. So you guys sit back and think about it and be able to think outside the box. Man, how long can I do this? So that's when you start, what I start thinking, I'm scheming, I'm from the street. So I'm thinking, what can I do? Okay, I don't mind doing this, but I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So you know what I learned? I learned how to get into management. I learned how to get into management. And the difference was, okay, I got into human resource. I got into human resource as a recruiter / interview. So I was recruiting an interview. So the difference is I got away from the physical aspect of it. And now I'm recruiting people to come to UPS. And how can you sell a company paying people $8.50 and $9.50 an hour? That was a tough sell. But what I was going out there when I was recruiting people, I was telling them, UPS, what can Brown do for you is a Fortune 500 company. Okay, probably a Fortune 100 company right now. And only thing different, you start out, everybody start out there from part-time. And you're gonna make anywhere from $8.50 to $9.50 at the time. But it's a part-time hustle, but it got full-time medical benefit. Sit back and think about that. It's a part-time hustle, $8.50 to $9.50 an hour, but you got full medical benefit. And you're probably paying your union dues, what? I think $25 a month at the time. Wasn't bad. So when you sit back and you look at it, that's when I was a recruiter in interview, and I went out there and I was recruiting people. That's what I sell them on. I said, look, man, if you come in on a part-time level, once you in that door, UPS got, business development. They got, industrial engineer. They got drivers. They got the feeder department. They got human resource. They got so many different other departments. But the difference is getting into that door. Once you get into that door and you're able to prove yourself and you're able to network and build relationship with people, you don't have to be or stay as a part-time hourly employee. So when I used to get people in the door, my objective is the next step. How do I get them to the next level? That's what it was all about. So to me, listen, you come in as a part-time hourly employee, what's going to happen? Lavero Whitehead, crime doesn't pay, man. Are you kin to the Whitehead on Horsey Street? That's all I want to know. Are you kin to the Whitehead on Horsey Street, Brooklyn, New York, man? Bedford-Stuyvesant. But once you show these individuals, especially these younger guys or the younger ladies, when they come in, if you show them, if you come in on a part-time level, and then within a matter of years, 3, 4, 5 years, you can be out there. You can become a driver, a package car driver. Some of these package car drivers make 60, 70, 80,000 a year. No, but we all black, so yes too. All right, man. Hey, look, okay, because that Whitehead, I couldn't let that go by, man. I couldn't let that Whitehead go by, man. But listen, here it is. Imagine you coming at 18 years old. By the time you're 22, 23, you out there driving a brown package car, delivering package, making 60 to 70,000 a year, hustling legally. And people do not understand that. That's how I used to sell UPS. UPS was the only Fortune 500 company that you can walk in as a part-time hourly employee. And when you walk out of that door, you can wind up being the CEO of the company. Not only that, what they used to do is they used to pay for your education. Guess what? Brian Glaze Gibbs, went to college because of UPS. Wow. I went to college. You know what I'm saying? They had this program called the Earn and Learn program. The Earn and Learn. The difference right now is they'll pay for you to go to college, and after so many years, they'll forgive the loan. And I took advantage of that. I did go to college, and I was able to get into human resource, okay? And the difference was when I left human resource to go into operation for more promotion, guess what? I'm more hand-on. I'm a very hand-on person. So to me, the divisional manager at the time, my man George Willis, he wanted to become the CEO of UPS. He was my division manager at the time. And when I went into the hub, I wanted to continue my education. I wanted to continue to go to school, University of Phoenix, at nighttime. And I worked the night shift. So he's like, nah, you can still go to school, but you got to go online. That's not going to work for me. I am not an online person. Okay, I got to go in there. I got to raise my hand when I don't know, if I don't know the answer, I got to raise my hand and ask questions. I got to be able to write things down, jot. Online, I'm not good online. No. I want to reach out and touch somebody. I want to reach out and ask them, get that question. Listen, man, what is this? What is that? Break it down to me as a 2-year-old so I can have a complete understanding. So like I say, when I was there and I was able to recruit, interview, and sell, as far as all the advantage of UPS, you'd be surprised, man, how many people that I got in the door, how many people that I was able to help them get to that next level. Even some of the folks right now was when I was there, when I got into management. And you know what? I had my ups and downs in management, but I learned a lot. My philosophy was I didn't know nothing about the operation, because I took shortcut getting UPS based upon who I knew. So I was able to go from a part-time hourly employee to a full-time hourly employee and to, Article 22.3 employee into management as HR. And a lot of times right now, people, you're not going to get in the human resource department without a degree. But I, Brian Glaze Gibbs, was fortunate to get into UPS without a degree. I was able to get into the human resource department without a degree based upon my attitude. I am not an online person either, brother. 51 like hand-on person. God bless. Army veteran. King Wayne. You know what? Like I told you right now, a lot of times people don't understand that. You know what? Like to me, even when I got into human resource and I had to learn a computer. That was hard. Learning the computer. So I remember these two young ladies, Susan and Kim. right now is they used to teach me. I used to have my book. I used to jot everything down. Like, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. One day, we had a blizzard, a snowstorm, and Kim and Susan didn't make it to work. So guess who was in charge? I was in charge. Now, the people that did showed up, I had to interview. I had to go through the process. I had to put everything in the computer. And you know what I had to say me? I had that little booklet that they, all the information that they gave me. And I use it. And I went from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 4. And right now, when the night was over with, after I did everything, I was able to execute based upon the information that I had to reflect back upon that I wrote in the books, taking notes. Because once again, Susan and Kim, both of them was great teachers. And I learned from them. And now, when I needed that information, I had it. My cousin got shot and killed yesterday in the Bronx by his friend. I also bought your book. Hey, listen, my deepest condolences, man. My deepest condolences to you and your family. May your cousin's soul rest in peace and his spirit be lifted. See, people, we don't understand, man. Like, right now, he got shot by his friend. Sit back and think about it right now. Guess what? If we kill our friend, are they really our friend? What's the difference? And see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I was manipulated into killing a friend. The difference is killing people is wrong from the beginning. You mean to tell me we can't avoid that? See, that's the difference. Don't get me wrong. Like I say right now, I was a weak individual. I was a sick soul. You know what I did? I allowed myself to get caught up into that. I used to do the same thing that I'm trying to tell these individuals not to do now. When I was out there from 14 to 24, I was lost, man. I was lost. And you know what? The difference is I wish I had people out there. And don't get me wrong, I did have people out there, but was I listening? Here it is right now did I took my 2 ear and listen? But I was too busy blocking the knowledge, blocking the information that people was trying to give me. I was blocking it. And you know what? I lost 15 years out of my life that I cannot get back. But the difference is right now, how do we stop that? How do we build now, us, one, as a team? Listening to things that, I'm saying, you saying, and taking your ideal, my ideal, say Muhammad ideal, my man James Brown ideal, Daniel, your ideal. We taking all these ideals to make it a plan. Make it a real plan that we can put it into a future. We can make it an action plan. Because once again, here it is, my mindset, your mindset, Daniel mindset, Muhammad mindset, James Brown mindset, Tony mindset. All these mindset is totally different. But right now is if we can all bring all that information together and sort it all out and formulate and build a hell of an action plan to put it back out into the universe, guess what? It can work. It can work. And that's the difference. That's what we have to do. I tell people immediately, I am not the smartest person in the world, but let me tell you, I am not the dumbest either. If you got a better ideal than I have, guess what? We're going to use that. I don't give a damn it's your ideal. If it's going to help save life, if it's going to help these kids to put down a gun, if it's going to help these kids to stop making that multi-billion-dollar prison system their permanent address, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Is the culture. It's the culture. It become accepted in our community. But right now, it got to stop. We got to stop making the culture of our community. We got to change the culture of our community. We got to let them know that there's a better way. It's an out. It is an out. But a lot of times right now, we can't see it. You know why we can't see it? Because we're too close. We're too close to the concrete jungle. But if you can sit back and get away from the concrete jungle, look at this, back there. If you move some of these young brothers and sisters out of New York and let them know it's more than life than New York, or more than life than Chicago, or more than life than LA, or more than life than all that Detroit, guess what? We can do it, man. I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself. The United States government can't do it by themselves. The state can't do it by themselves. But the difference is right now is we, not me, not you, not I, we, a whole. We can do it. We can do it. We can do all things through Christ which strengthens us. But the difference right now is we have to come together before it becomes entirely too late. We have to stop the nonsense. We have to stop the madness. We have to be able to do critical thinking. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Getting these kids or anyone to ask themselves the question. Before you do anything, ask yourself, what is the outcome going to be? Okay? What I'm about to do, is it going to bring me pain or it's going to bring me pleasure? Okay? Once again, hold yourself accountable. Ask yourself that quality question before they do anything. Is it going to bring about pain or is it going to bring about pleasure? And if it's going to bring about pain, don't be selfish and think about your pain. What about your mother pain? What about your father pain? What about your brother and sister pain, your grandparent pain? What about the pain of the victim and the victim family? Whoa, that's what we have to do. How are we going to do that? I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself. Nobody can do it by yourself. But we can do it together. We can do it as a team. Like I told you right now is, guess what? We can communicate, we can come up with an action plan, and we can seek to put that action plan into full effect. We can. We can. But the difference is it starts from where? It starts from within. Like I told you, I used to be the problem. And you know what? I had to be knocked on my ass. I had to go down. And guess what? I had to learn. I had to learn the hard way. But I learned. A lot of people don't get that opportunity. A lot of people don't learn. If we get it together, we'll be strong. You're right. We can get it together. Not if, we can get it together. But the difference is we have to sacrifice. We have to. We have to sacrifice. We have to reach out to one another. We have to take the time and make time. How do we make time? How do we make this happen? How do we get and share? Like, to me, this is my ministry, okay? I'm not your typical minister. They need more positive role model. And the difference right now is you're right. And that's what I'm saying is we need to look up to the right people for the right reason, not look up to the wrong people for the wrong reason. How do we learn how to look up to the right people for the right reason, man? You know, to me, I punch a clock down, and I'm proud of punching a clock. I am a law-abiding citizen, and I'm proud. I am a taxpayer, and I'm proud. I am me, and I love me. I love being who I am today. I didn't like who I was back then because I didn't even know who the hell I was back then, okay? How can I be true and honest with anybody back then when I wasn't true and honest with myself? I was lost. And what we have to do is give them. You can kill anything in this world. However, if you speak on it, never die. A lot of us, these kids have positive role models and they will grow big and strong. You're right. But the difference right now is, that's why right now with my platform, I don't try to come out here all negative. I don't try to get into no beef with nobody, you know, calling people out, cursing, yelling, and screaming. It's not about that, man. You know, I used to. If somebody say something to me I don't like, I'm ready to go. Let's go. But the difference for what? Words. Words is only words. And sit back and think about it. Back in my days, guess what? It was the same when I was coming up in, you know, public school. Sticks and stone may break my bones, but word was never hurt me. You know, but right now is, now you can tell somebody something and they take it personal. We got to stop being so sensitive. Words is only words. As long as people are not physically violating you, you know what? Words is only word. This music industry is one of the biggest challenges. You're right, but the difference is right now, how do we get these individuals stopped, you know, right now, and glamorizing that stuff? Because once again, guess what? Monkey see and monkey do. If I watch these videos, and I watch these videos and I see right now these guys, these rappers, with all the girls, all the cars, all the money, okay, all the jewelry, the fancy houses, or, you know, right now, all the bottle being popped around. They want that. They look at that and they look at that, man, I want that. I want that. That's on that screen. Not knowing that's make-believe. That's temporarily. But people want that temporary high. Why are you going to want that temporary high that's going to lead you to a fast death or lead you to imprisonment for the rest of your life? I don't want that. Been there, done that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. I was already a test dummy. Use my story. Use my life experience. Let it be like, listen, man, this guy already being that test dummy for us. We don't have to go out there and play Grand Theft Auto, you know what I'm saying, with our life, because that's what they doing. They thinking it's real. Right now, they watch Power, and they see Ghost, Tommy, and they see all of them killing up everything. They see Ghost go to jail. Okay, right now, when that show go off, Ghost go home. okay? Right now they see Ghost die. When that show go off, Ghost go back to his wife and his kids. Right now, let's separate it. Facts from fiction. I am from Pink House. I went to IS 218. I have not seen you in years. You have a positive platform. Stephen Brown, man. Stephen Brown, how you doing, my brother, man? Pink House in the house, East New York. And you know what? Right now, in Washington, D.C. is shaped like a devil symbol. And I think that's why they are so lost, man. But how do we change that? How do we change that? How do we change their mindset? How do we grab them by the collar? How do we grab them? How do we grab them? Snatch them back to reality. Snatch them back out of that lying den. How do we snatch them back, man? How? What do we do? If most of the rappers would get up and do something with their voice, well, damn, a lot of kids would feel their vibration. You know what? You're right. But how do we get them to listen? I'm saying it again for the people, the back, you can kill anything in this world. However, if you speak on it, it never dies. You're right. We have to speak into existence. We got to stop gun violence. We got to stop these kids thinking right now that everything is about, killing somebody. That's not cool, man. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. Well, one of the first things that need to be done is to encourage kids. It's better to be smart. We need to place intelligence on one of the highest value. You're right, man. You're right. And right now, how do we do that, man? How do we do that? What I'm saying is, this is my platform. What I'm trying to do is, this is my ministry. I'm trying to take the time when I'm not working or when I'm not spending time with my family. I'm trying to take the time to get back. I'm trying to take the time to build a positive platform that people can tune in, like an ABC after school special, man. Getting them to understand, listen, man, I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. How do we do that? How do we do that? I'm not asking how do me do that. I'm not asking how do Billy Bob do that. I'm not asking how Sam do that. I'm not asking how Tom do that, how Mary do that, how Jane do that, how Sally do that. I'm asking a quality question. How do we as a whole, do that? How do we as a whole put our minds together and make this stuff come to life? How do we get them to understand, man? Listen, put the guns down, man. Put it down. Put it down. It's no coming back. Anybody can pull a trigger. Anybody can pull a trigger. Even right now, during my heyday, when I was out there, I did have the basic common sense. And a lot of things I was able to squash by communication, by letting these individuals know, listen, okay, cool. Mike, you got a beef with John. Mike, if you kill John, what's going to happen? John going to be dead. Mike, you facing 25 to life. Y'all both lose. Who's the winner? There's no winner. A lot of times things can be solved by using the basic principle, by using common sense, man. By letting people understand, stop putting our pride away when it's absolutely necessary. It's not necessary. Why do we feel we got something to prove? Why do we feel we got to be macho man? What the hell? I don't want to be macho man no more. I don't want to be macho man no more. By me being macho man, guess what happened, man? It took 15 years out of my life. When my mother died, guess what? I couldn't go to the funeral. And I didn't have nobody to blame but myself. I didn't have nobody to blame but myself. And the difference is right now is I guarantee once I got out, I refused to continue to let her teaching and upbringing continue to be in vain. True, my cousin and his friend was fighting at first, and his friend went to get a gun all because of ego. And what I'm trying to say right now is, guess what, man? You know how many butt whipping I took? I didn't go get a gun. The difference is that's what you got to go back to, man. Only way you see, and that's what I'm trying to say right now. If it's not a life and death situation, you don't use a gun, man. If you're not protecting your family, protecting your household, you don't need a gun, man. We can use this, man. We can use this. We can use this, man. And people do not understand that. We can use it. What the sense of having is if we're not utilizing it. You know why? Because that emotion, the ego, all that's taking control of our mindset. We thinking we got something to prove, man. What do we feel we got to prove? Even right now, Daniel, your cousin is gone. That guy, his friend, he's going to be on a run until he get caught. Once he get caught, guess what, man? Even as he on a run, you know what's going to happen? He going to regret doing what he did. He's going to regret that. I know he's regretting it now. Because once again, you know what? When you in your emotion and you don't care and I have that I don't give a F attitude and you start doing things, pow, 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 pow. Look at the end result. Now you don't have your friend no more. Now what you doing? You facing forever and a day. All because of what? You know what I'm saying? Temper is what get us into trouble. Pride is what keep us there. I got something to prove. You are my friend. Okay, you with my behind. Let's move on to something else. Okay? Let's squash this, man. Let's move on to something else, man. Okay? Next time we going at it, probably I'm gonna whip your behind. We do not have to kill one another, man. We do not have to kill one another, man. We gotta learn, man. We're better than that, man. We gotta learn. There's no coming back. Bobby, what's up, man? What's up, Mr. G? Have a blessed day, brother. East New York for life, man. Hey, folks, listen, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, man. Like I said, you know what? I did a piece last Sunday with my dad. I did an interview with my dad. That was the first Father Day that I had with my dad. Walter Lee, Irrational Emotional Immaturity. Irrational Emotional Immaturity. And you know what, folks? Listen, man. I'm going to let you know a secret. I don't care how old you get. I'm 57. I tell people I'm 90. I'm 57. And you know what? Like I said right now, hey, I have came a long way, but yet and still immature. I'm still immature in a lot of different ways. And I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. I'm 57. I'm immature in a lot of ways, but I'm still learning. I'm still striving to be better each and every day, understanding my strength and understanding my weakness, and not even set myself up to get caught up in certain situations. That's what life is all about. Hey, listen, folks. Thank you for joining me. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe. Anyone that's interested, hey, anyone that's interested, get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Glaze Gibbs story, a true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption. Email me, Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Gibbs, G-I-B-B-S, 1201 at yahoo.com. Once again, if I can change, anybody can change. You know why, folks? Because change comes from within. Change comes from within. Listen, I got a lot of good things that I'm working on. I got a lot of things that I'm trying to do. And we got to speak in the community. We got to, man. We have to get back to the basic. Speak into the community. We have to do that, man. And what we have to do is this, man. Listen, anyone that's on this platform, share. Take this, copy it, share it. Text it to the young cats that's out there. Text it or email it to people that you know. My brother is doing life. Wish he had someone talking to him like this when he was growing up. Appreciate you pushing the message. You know what? This is my ministry, man. I got no other choice, man. Like I said, I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. Drago, man. Salute, man. Salute, everybody. Everybody, like I told you right now, is like I told you sometime right now, man, I get on an emotional roller coaster. You know why I get on an emotional roller coaster? Because I sit back and think about it, man. I sit back and think about it and have flashback of my life and everything that I've been through, man. Once I realize everything that I've been through, I'm saying to myself, like, how many guys I know that's dead, got killed, got their head blown off? How many guys I know that spending life in prison? What's the difference between me and them or whatever, you know? The fact is right now, guess what, folks, man? How many opportunities we're going to keep getting? If you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're going to keep getting the same result. If you out there doing negativity, what you expect, what's going to happen, man? You know what's going to happen or whatever? You're going to continue to make, and that's what I was doing. From the age of 16 up until the age of 24, I kept making the prison system a revolving door. I was in, I was out. I was in, I was out. I was in, I was out. And the last time I was in, I said, man, I don't want to do it no more. I refuse to do it anymore. I refused. When I got the opportunity to get back out, I knew I was not going backwards. I knew I was not going to be caught up into that fast money, that fast life, trying to be slick, trying to be lazy, trying to get over. I knew right now is, guess what? I was going to get out there and get me a 9-to-5. Even if I couldn't get me a 9-to-5, I was going to go from every park, every garbage can, every neighborhood, and collect me aluminum cans. People think I'm crazy when I say that. I said I was going to collect me aluminum can. The can game is a monster. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Can. They pay 5 cents for aluminum can where I come from. So the difference is right now is if I couldn't get a job, you mean to tell me I'm not gonna hustle? I'm gonna hustle, but I'm gonna hustle legally. I'm gonna hustle by going around hitting these garbage cans, hitting these parks, hitting wherever they having parties at, and I'm gonna get me some can. I know right now within 9 to 12 months, I can collect me 1 million to 1.5 million can, which equivalent times 5 cents, $50,000 to $75,000, folks. That's the difference. hustle, 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 legally, legally, legally. Keep this in mind, folks. No prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. I'm gonna say it one more time, and I'm gonna end. No prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. With power, believing, you can do anything. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Darren Mason. And what I'm saying, bro, I'm going to end this by saying, if God be with me, who can be against me? Hey, folks, man, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, share. Peace, love, and prosperity. One love, everybody.